And most of the dropshippers sell really shit products, you know? All right, today I want to talk about the dark side of dropshipping, the worst part of it, you know? So as you know, I've been pretty successful in dropshipping. I have a store that has now $250,000 in revenue, and I've realized that there are things in dropshipping that really suck, okay? Even if you try to make it really, really good, it still sucks, okay? And I don't want to complain, but you have to be kind of ready if you get into that business for the negative things that come with it, okay? So the first thing is you get a lot of complaints. Like, I am trying to have good products. I'm trying to have good packaging. I'm trying to make it custom. I'm really trying really hard to make it as good as possible and reinvest in the business, but you still have a lot of bad reviews, bad emails, you know, they threaten you, they whatever, like refunds here, this and there, I sue you, whatever, like you get that, okay? Especially if you scale and if you go bigger, you just get those complaints, okay? Now, if you run a shop and you experience that and you kind of think, fuck, like, what do I do? Don't worry. Like, every single person that I talk to that is in dropshipping experience that, okay? And as bigger you get, as more negative feedback, but at the same time, you create a thick skin, you know? So you don't care anymore. Like, I don't really care anymore, but sometimes it does bother me, to be honest, because it's just like, fuck, you know? Like, some people are crazy, you know? Anyway, so that's a really bad part, and you will experience it even if you have great products. And most of the dropshippers sell really shit products, you know? Like, I don't even sell really shit products, but it's in the end of the day, it's from China, you know? Now, the second thing is, it kind of ties into that, to be honest. It's just because you also, a lot of people, they track the order and they see it comes from China, and then they cancel or they complain. Or it takes too long, even though it takes only 10 days or 7 days, it's still too long. Now, what I do now is, by the way, you usually have two tracking numbers. You have the tracking number from China, and then you have a local tracking number. And I only give them the local tracking number. Now, then they're able to track a little bit later. Like, they can't really track from China. They can only track when it's in their country. But this way, they may not be able to track from the first day, but when they track, they only see that it's in their country. So you can kind of mitigate some cancellation, okay? Now the third is, which I guess it's a negative, but it's normal, you know, you have to have a lot of cash flow, man. So when you start making it, when you start making a lot of money, well, you can either decide, okay, I keep going like I do and I make my profit and like that's it. Or you want more, and usually you want more, right? So you have to reinvest in advertising. And you will realize that now you want faster delivery, so you keep some stock, right? So you pay for your stock and then you pay for your ads. So now you have a lot of money that's just like floating around and it's not in your pockets, you know? So you technically have a lot of money, but at the same time you don't, you know? So it's cash flow, it's annoying, but it's business, it's normal, you know? The third thing would be working with freelancers. Man, like it's so hard to find good people, especially because when you do e-commerce or dropshipping, you have to work with creative people, like they have to make creative pictures for you, right? And then you have to work with people to do your advertising. Now, this is only if you want to work with them and if you want to grow, right? I'm at the stage now where I have to outsource a lot of things and work with a lot of people, so it's just a pain in the ass, man. And again, it's just business, I know. I don't want to talk, like, it's not really, dropshipping is great, it's good, you know. It's just there are also negative sides of it that I want to talk about, you know, so why not? Another really bad part is that you kind of have to keep everything secret. Like, look, man, I've met dropshippers, I've met people who are in e-commerce and who are doing successful, but they don't tell you they don't tell you your products, and you don't tell them your product, and it's like you can't, like, only if you really trust each other, then you like only if you really trust each other, you tell like each other your stores and stuff, but usually you keep quiet, you know. Usually you don't want to tell anyone. And to be honest, I would recommend to not tell anyone your products in your store, not even your friends. So that's kind of like a bad part, you know, because it's just you have to keep it secret and you can't really talk open about your shit, you know. Now, another thing that's annoying is just the reputation of dropshipping. It has such a bad reputation because of all the things I was just saying, you know. So it's like, yeah, bad products from China, this and that, and then you just buy low, sell high. I mean, it's just normal business again, but it just has such a bad reputation, you know. And also, like, a lot of people on YouTube, they're like basically scamming, you know. They're telling you it's so easy. And I guess that's another negative thing, that people are saying it's so easy, but it's fucking not, you know, like it really isn't. It's not easy, bruv. You have to really work hard to make this shit work, I swear. Like, it's not necessarily the money thing, to be honest. Some people ask me, how much money do you need to make dropshipping successful, or to be successful in dropshipping? Bro, you can like create a shop, run $200 ads and already be successful, like already make a profit. Like, it's not like there's no amount that you have to spend to then see a return, you know. It can be $50 and you see a $200 return, but it can be $2,000, you know. This is why I would usually recommend to have at least $1,000 or $2,000 for ad spend, you know, because if you fail a lot, like let's say you build a shop, you put 200, you fail, and again and again and again. If you only have $500, now you failed 3 times, now you give up because you also run out of money, right? But if you have 2,000, now you can try 10 times, and now you have a chance to succeed because you learn a lot if you try more. Again, I built like 20 shops before I get successful, you know, before I got one shop that really popped off. Before all these shops were not working well, you know. I did get some sales, but I wasn't profitable and stuff. And yeah, you know, I guess that's just like the negative, that it just takes so long. And I think that's about it. To be honest, there are not a lot of negative things. Overall, it's a great business. In general, making money online is amazing, and I'm very grateful. And if you do make money online, you should be grateful too, even if it's just a bit, because we are like a tiny percentage of people who actually do that successfully and not work for anyone really. So that's great. But be ready for the customer service. Be ready for emails. You have to get thick skin, okay? If you sell like 10 products a month, like, you may not see some bad emails, you know, but eventually every single one I talk to, they get like almost harassed by emails. So don't worry, you know, don't get discouraged. It's totally normal. I mean, normal businesses get that too. It's just elevated for dropshipping because we sell products from China, if you do, but mostly we are. And the products aren't that great, you know. So that's it for the video today. If you have any questions, comment below, like the video and subscribe, and see you in the next one.